The River Clyde. It used to be the lifeblood of the city of Glasgow. It isn't anymore.
But it could be again, because it's got so much potential. Hello, I'm Jude, Barber, an architect.
I'm Louise Welsh. I'm a crime writer.
And our podcast, Who Owns the Clyde, is a citizen investigation into Glasgow's iconic river.
We're asking why the River Clyde isn't currently fulfilling its potential and what we as citizens can do to change that. There are so many things that we could do with the River Clyde, aren't there, Jude?
There really are. I mean, everything from, thinking about how its ecosystems are so important, how to clean up the air, the water, the riverbed.
And I guess if you think about what happens in Paris, what happens in Berlin, what happens in London and Belfast, all cities that rivers run through that are lively and vibrant and imaginative. This city is part of our heritage, our industrial heritage and the heritage of empire, and there is nothing on the river banks in the city centre stretch to tell us about that.
And also, if you think about it, there are very few, can't even think of any places where you can actually touch the water, that you can get close to it. And we understand there's safety issues and all of these things to think about, but other cities manage to do this. The podcast, they're highly textured, so we've got music, poetry, lots of different voices and contributors. So it's not just us talking for an hour, So there's 30-minute quick listens that just give you an impression of some key themes and ideas around our river.
We started this podcast asking who owns the Clyde, and it turns out that's a really difficult question to answer.
But in simple terms, I suppose in our hearts and our minds, it belongs to all of us.
We've been really overwhelmed by the reception of our podcast. We've been in, goodness me, the Times. We were podcast of the week in the Radio Times.
We've been in the Herald, the Scotsman. Been listened to in 15 countries, 4,000 listens, 5 stars.
Stars all the way. I know that was 10 fingers, but 5 stars.